Nancy Guthrie has now been missing from her Tucson, Arizona home for more than 18 days, with investigators continuing to hold out hope that she is still alive. Since her disappearance, the case has taken several troubling turns, including reported ransom communications demanding millions of dollars, an expanding multi-agency investigation, and emotional video pleas from Guthrie's children urging whoever is responsible to bring their mother home safely. Federal authorities have released surveillance footage showing an armed, masked individual tampering with Guthrie's doorbell camera the night that she vanished. Investigators say the video may be critical to understanding what happened.
He was going after an adult woman, 84 years old, frail physical condition. Still, that's not a 50-year-old child that you could go and snatch, pick up, and get out. So I thought it was interesting going there by himself, but this video showed us so much. First off, this guy was a bumbler. He was not a sophisticated operator. He had no plan for the camera, none whatsoever. He's wearing a pistol in a manner I have never seen after 30 years of being around firearms, anybody wear a firearm like that. So I don't know what was going on. But from a clue perspective, look what he gave us. He gave us basically his height. He gave us his gait, how he walked. He's got eyes now, and you think, well, what's that going to do? Well, now they can get other video, and with AI, you can get some very accurate way to compare a video to there as compared to have to a video at a Circle K. But best of all, leads are going to be pouring in, because if you know me, I may have a mask on, but if you know me, you're going to be able to say, hey, that's Jody Weiss. I can tell just from his eyes, his build, how he walks. So they're going to get a lot of leads from this.
Authorities describe the individual as a man, approximately 5'9" to 5'10", carrying an Ozark Trail backpack purchased from Walmart. Investigators also noted that he may have been wearing a ring.
Like all of America, we all hold out hope that there's something good that's going to happen here, that she's going to be found, and that the bad folks are going to be apprehended soon. But she's 84 years old. She needs her medicine on a regular daily basis. She has a pacemaker. There's blood. Her blood is on the house, when the front part of the house. So it's obviously very concerning that there hasn't been proof of life.
DNA evidence recovered from gloves found near Guthrie's home did not match any profiles in the FBI's National CODIS database. The Pima County Sheriff's Department says that they are now pursuing additional avenues, including genetic genealogy testing, to attempt to trace DNA that does not appear in federal systems.
Is there a match on the DNA in the glove to the DNA, the unknown DNA that you found in the house?
There's no match to the DNA at the house.
So entirely separate DNA?
Correct.
Okay, so that would mean, if there's no, is there a CODIS match from the DNA in the house?
No.
Google is also assisting in the search for Guthrie and is working to access additional video from the rest of Guthrie's house, even though she did not have an active subscription. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos said that he is hopeful that more footage is recovered with Google, saying that they don't think they'll be able to access anything, but they will try.
They went out and got search warrants. They cooperated with Google. Everybody was working together. They were able to recover some of the information and data that was on the camera. And from what I've heard lately, this guy breaking the camera may have caused all this, because from what I understand on these Nest cameras, once it breaks, it freezes. So it's not overwriting itself, because Nancy Guthrie didn't have a subscription. So I thought it was just remarkable to be able to recover with this level of clarity, this video, because this could be a huge development. It is a huge development in this case.
In a significant development earlier in the investigation, authorities detained a person of interest for questioning. This individual was later released without charges. A few days later, investigators conducted a major operation roughly 2 miles from Guthrie's home. The operation involved members of the SWAT team as well as forensic personnel. Law enforcement has not publicly detailed what was recovered during that operation, but officials confirmed it was part of an active investigative effort tied to the disappearance. The FBI remains deeply involved in the case, working alongside local authorities and continuing to review tips from the public. Investigators are also deploying advanced technology, including efforts to detect signals from Guthrie's pacemaker using specialized equipment as helicopters continue aerial searches in the surrounding areas.
Yeah, I think it's technology. I had no idea you could pick up such a faint signal as a pacemaker. And pacemakers today are like very small. They're like less than an inch. And it's just new technology, amazing antennas that can pick this up. And some people might say, well, what's the advantage of that? Well, think about looking at nighttime, where visual observations wouldn't work, or maybe a light brush if a body was put underneath some brush out in the desert, or maybe a tarp was put over it. So, it's not a magic bullet, but it's one more thing to try and find this poor woman who's been missing now for almost in the third week.
A federal reward of $100,000 is now being offered for information leading to the recovery of Nancy Guthrie and/or or the arrest and conviction of anyone involved in her disappearance. Federal agencies beyond the FBI have also assisted. Department of Homeland Security Border Patrol search and rescue units have also supported portions of the search effort, reflecting broad interagency coordination. The FBI has contacted Mexican authorities as part of its investigation, though Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos has stated publicly that he does not believe that Guthrie was taken to Mexico. President Donald Trump has spoken publicly about the case several times. In comments to the New York Post, he said that he would support, quote, the most severe federal penalties if those responsible are identified and Guthrie is harmed, including the possibility of seeking the death penalty.
You know, it was a local case originally, and they didn't want to let go of it, which is fine. It's up to them. It's really up to the community.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt described the president's reaction to the surveillance footage as one of, quote, pure disgust, and urged Americans with any information to contact the FBI tip line.
His initial reaction, of course, as all Americans, is just pure disgust. And again, it's heartbreaking to see now this footage really bring to life a story we've all been reading about. And again, we're just praying for the safety of Nancy Guthrie and that she will return home soon. And the president directed me to please encourage all Americans with any information to call the FBI. And we hope that this case will come to a positive resolution as soon as possible.
In earlier remarks, President Trump said investigators were seeking some clues that are very strong and expressed hope that emerging evidence could bring answers.
Well, I'll give you a little statement. I think we're doing very well on that regard. You're probably surprised to hear that. I think we're doing very well. Very well, meaning we have some clues, I think, that are very strong, and I think we could have some answers coming up fairly soon.
Is this a nationwide search? Is this a search going on?
I'm not talking about a search. I'm talking about a solution. We have some things, I think, that will maybe come out reasonably soon from DOJ or FBI or whoever that could be
suspect.
Yeah, could be definitive.
U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi also commented on the case, calling Guthrie's disappearance, quote, heartbreaking, and emphasizing the federal agencies are working closely with local investigators to support search efforts.
We're doing everything to assist the locals. We're working with the locals. Breaks my heart for Savannah and for her family. I know she's asked for all of our prayers. So please pray for her beautiful mom, pray for her family that she's returned home. That's all we can say about that at this time. But yeah, I've known Savannah for over 30 years, and it's breaking my heart.
Local officials have publicly defended their cooperation with federal authorities, rejecting claims that evidence is being withheld and emphasizing ongoing collaboration between agencies. The Pima County Sheriff's Department has also formally cleared Guthrie's family, including her daughter, Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, as potential suspects.
I wanted to come on, and it's been 2 weeks since our mom was taken, and I just wanted to come on and say that we still have hope, and we still believe. And I wanted to say to whoever has her or knows where she is, that it's never too late. And you're not lost or alone. And it is never too late to do the right thing. And we are here. And we believe. And we believe in the essential goodness of every human being. And it's never too late.
A Bring Her Home banner remains displayed in Tucson as thousands of tips continue to come in. Investigators are actively reviewing neighborhood surveillance footage and doorbell camera video in hopes of identifying additional leads. While national attention on a missing persons case at this scale is rare, authorities say public awareness can generate critical information that may ultimately locate Nancy Guthrie. As the investigation continues, the National News Desk will provide updates as they're confirmed. If you have any information about Nancy Guthrie's disappearance, contact the FBI tip line at 1-800-CALL-FBI or visit tips.fbi.gov.